Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. Started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Continuum here bringing you another Minecraft Let's Build an Airbase episode. We are on episode 3 of the series and making a lot of progress on the base. It's been a little while since we've worked on it, just mainly because of last week being really busy, and as you saw with tutorials and just videos in general, there weren't that many coming out. But finally back and working on the base and spent about 3 hours. It was actually probably more like 5 hours last night working on the base. And kind of like the hangar and stuff like that for it. You guys only saw about 3 hours of footage. The other 2 hours was corrupted because I exited out my world temporarily, came back into it, and so it created 2 different saves, and the save for the 2 hours at the end of basically filling in and completing the hangar on the exterior was pretty much erased. So you guys only saw pretty much the beginning portion of building it. But you know, still there's some good footage there, and you can get some ideas and stuff for building your hangars and the kind of the structuring behind it. And the other 2 hours was pretty much just some random work here and there on it, just fixing it up and adding a few details. So anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the hangar. It came out really good. I'm really happy with the way it looks. The plan for this hangar is to have a second hangar that's going to be a little bit ways down, so we're going to have like a little middle space that's going to be, you know, kind of a connected structure to the 2 hangars, and then there's going to be another hangar that's going to be just like this one, just duplicated over to the other side. So that's kind of like the plan, the goal, I guess, to create something like that. So the hangar here was based off a hangar from Miramar. I would say it's more of a Marine Corps you know, airbase, but I mean, you can classify it as an Air Force base, whatever you want to do, really, classification wise. They have these few hangars, and that's kind of like my general idea of where I'm getting the idea from for these hangars. However, I did make some changes here and there for them, and, you know, edited and made my own adjustments and stuff like that. So to obviously begin with, this is marked as hangar 1, so it's got obviously a huge one right here. I plan on having another set of these hangars, hopefully maybe on the other side here after a few of these long lines here of jet parking spots, basically. So we have the number 1 on it, just a hangar 1 and the doors. So my plan is to do a basic kind of interior with the scaffolding and everything like that. And I'm not going to do full complete interior for every hangar. I think maybe 2 out of the 4 hangars will actually have the doors opened, and you can actually see jets being worked on, or what's going on inside the hangars and stuff like that. But the other 2 hangars will kind of just have nothing really going on inside them, unless I have the time and I'm really bored and want to do an interior. That's something I may do, but for the most part, I really don't want to, you know, spend the time trying to put an interior in every tiny little space, when in reality we just really want to see progress on the base to begin with. So the hangar itself, all white, as you can see, pretty good inside space. I went with a cool design using some white stained glass on some quartz blocks, and it kind of creates a little bit of a kind of a shine effect, which is nice. So that's gonna be pretty cool to be able to see, I guess. If duplicated for the hangar, I gotta figure out my lighting issue here. As you can see, the shadows and stuff, it's really weird, but we do have space to work with. Since it's glass on top of a layer, we can put some you know, light blocks or something like that down under there to kind of light up the floor a bit. But yeah, it's a little bit glitched out, the shadows and stuff looks a little weird, but that'll be fixed later on once we deal with the interior and scaffolding and all that stuff. On the side here, we have obviously a bunch of doors. I thought it would look super plain just leaving this wall completely white, so I wanted to go ahead and add some details to it. So I decided to add some, you know, mechanical equipment, and also some you know, just various doors and stuff like that that are obviously exits from the hangar. So right here we have the kind of like the logo for the squadron, which was I think the Mad Hatters squadron. I kind of took this logo from on Google Images, pixelated it, and put it on the side of the building. I think it's kind of a cool idea to put like the squadrons that these hangars belong to on the sides here. So kind of a cool little detail bit there. Again, the mechanical equipment, pretty cool. Got like some oil stains and just some, you know, dirty ground around the machines from being worked on, or just, you know, leaking oil or whatever, you know, various little things like that. And lots of detail on the side here and all kinds of stuff like that. So that was just an attempt to get a little bit more detail on the side here. And then the other side of the hangar is pretty much exactly the same as the front side. So you can obviously have jets exit from the front and to the back. And we got a drive or a road that goes around here for obviously vehicles and stuff like that trying to travel around the base. You can see also a cool little detail effect is that the doors actually have little tracks to slide on, and they actually mimic how far the doors would actually slide out. So you can kind of see an example here with the doors actually closed, how they kind of sit and how that's kind of structured there. It's actually pretty cool. I think that came out really awesome. And there are tracks also in the roof, so it's also detail in the roof. So all the little detail aspects of it really nice and look really cool. So that's that. The space right here where the doors kind of close into, and as I mentioned, this right here is going to be kind of a space, I guess, in between the hangars. So it's going to be probably about this level, have some detailing like some AC units and just various little things up on top here, and we'll probably have a little bit of a space, and we'll have the other hangar that's going to be over here. So it'll be a kind of a double hangar, you know, building wise, but you know, individual hangars all together. They won't really be directly connected to each other. But it's going to be really nice to have the other hangar duplicated over, probably by the next update, or the next episode we'll have that complete. But that's pretty much all that's really been covered in this episode in terms of building. Nothing really much going on. We can actually take a look at some of the stuff. One of the things I was considering was making these basically parking lines a little bit wider from each other. I think it might be a little bit too cramped, and especially looking at like an F-15 in the space, it does definitely look a little cramped. So I'm probably going to be looking into extending these. So over here I kind of had a longer design, as you can see, and I'm thinking about using that design and also maybe switch it up a little bit. So I think the F-16s though, in their space, they're pretty good, but like the bigger jets, like the F-15s and stuff, they're going to need bigger, more space definitely to be able to maneuver and navigate through the parking line. So something to mess with, something to work on. And also this is the new F-15. I kind of posted a picture on my community tab teasing it, but pretty cool. It's a diagonal version for it. So pretty cool. Be a tutorial coming out this month for a Patreon request, so kind of worked out perfectly. We needed F-15 for the base, and one of my Patreon supporters requested it. So anyways, that's going to do it for the base. Obviously, if you have any advice, any tips, any suggestions, or anything like that going further with the base, feel free to let me know. I definitely look forward to continue working on the base and to see where this really ends up, and kind of looking at the possibility of getting a little bit more detail on this hangar. Not really sure yet, but for the most part right now I'm pretty satisfied with it. I think it came out really good, and obviously you can all let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.